I've got a box. Let's open the box. Hey, I see a train. So, this is probably the last train I'm ever going to buy retail, unless this new diecast range does good. I'm kind of interested in that. But I collected the hell out of Plarail Thomas, whatever you want to call it. And it was my favourite toy range. So when they announced this, I could not say no. There we go. Bye-bye paper. Like, there we go. So it comes with this little, I think it's a booklet, but this beauty, this is what I'm here for. Dalby style Thomas in Plarail form. OG face and all that. This is my favourite Thomas face ever. Beautiful box. Then there's instructions. Oh, they still do that for their Thomases. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but yeah, I never liked that method for opening the trains. That's a cute artwork. I like that. I'm going to zoom in a bit. Beautiful. So, obviously, with it being an unboxing video, we're going to get it out the box. I'm not going to do anything to the box, I'll keep it. What I want to do is make a display to put this train on. So I'm going to get me some of my old track out of the loft. Somewhere here I actually have a couple pieces already. Oh, I must have put them in a box. But I've got some buffers out. So I'm going to have a couple of buffers, a straight of track, and these three are going to stand on it. I'm not going to use the Plarail track. I know it's vastly superior, but I just like the look of Trackmaster track better. It's going to be a bit fiddly. There we go, I got it. So, there we go. He's in there. I'm gonna do it this way up. See if it's doesn't want to budge. Maybe I've got it. Oh wait. Maybe if I move this, it's Clarabel. Ooh. No, that bit doesn't want to move. Okay, we'll try the other side as well. This will probably be easier without the gloves, but I'm wearing them. I don't want to really handle this with my bare hands. What's going on here? I don't know if this has been done. Oh, there's tape on the sides. Think that went through? Yep. Steady does it. Right, now that should open too. I don't want to bend the card. There we go. I will probably take my gloves off to box this thing back up, but the toy itself, I don't want to be touching barehanded. Hey, Thomas. This thing. So, now to somehow get Thomas out of here. Got the cute little booklet. Let's have a look at this. I imagine it says Thomas the Tank Engine. That's a little... I guess it's fact files for each engine. I love like these sort of modernised renders of the OG illustrations. Silver Diesel. Look at that one. Got Clive Spong in there. Oh no, this is interesting. They've done them in their TV liveries. That's cute. I like that. Now then, Thomas. How do we get you moving? He's in there. We can see him, he's just not budging. Wonder why that is. He's just sitting there. Should have made this a Henry pack the way it's sticking in here. Oh. Don't want to put too much force on it either. Let me see if I can get it to budge, and then we'll come back. Right, I figured it out. We got some progress. Thomas is on his way. So this piece, what I was trying to pull on, isn't supposed to move. That's why it was there. It's like a little it's just something to keep Thomas and his lot from moving about. And whoa, yes, look at that. The blue is just right. I think he's a little bit out of the packaging here, which he's not supposed to be. I think he sort of broke through it. There we go. So, empty box. And there's my consist. Oh, just got some instructions there. Can I move everything aside? I will put Thomas back in after this. But just look at that. They've got the slightly grey roofs on A and Clarabel. It's the correct orange as well. Little Derby style face. I think Annie and Clarabel have the same faces. And they've not even got the names printed on. It is proper one-to-one of the books. You've got like a little silhouette for Thomas's driver in there, I think. I don't want to put any excessive force on this. Oh, I could just pull it. No? No, it's not budging. That should be much more straightforward now. So, obviously the rigidness of the packaging is gone. We can actually move these pieces of rolling stock in and out. There is Clarabel. So the sticker's a bit off colour, but I mean, who cares? Annie. So, Annie, what you saying? I think it's a different face. Yeah. They actually bothered to give her a different face. So Annie is looking up. She's smiling, which is, I think, pretty rare for Thomas merch. And now, let's get the tank engine himself out ever so gently, just wheel him back through his sleeve. Beautiful. Like all the right detailing. Only thing that's missing is on the back here, where there's no lamp or lining. But considering it's going to be displayed with Annie and Clarabel, there's not really much of an issue there. So, just put that to the side. There. There. Right. Let's get these three on the turntable. So I wanted to record my initial reactions with the video footage, but to be honest, at the time I think my emotions were actually starting to get a bit overwhelming, so I kind of went silent for a while. The Tamika, Plarail, Thomas range, whatever you want to call it, that was the toy line for me, the favourite, and getting a new one for the first and probably only time in my adulthood, it was a big deal for me. Thomas himself looks fantastic. It's easily the best Thomas toy I own, only just surpassing D'Agostini Thomas. In terms of the physical toy itself, you've seen one Plarail Thomas, you've seen a lot. The body sculpt is obviously exactly the same. Only unique piece is the face, which they were under no obligation to make, but they went and done that. That classic Reginald Payne face was the definitive Thomas face for such a long time, and I don't think it's been used on any Thomas merch since the Ertl sticker face. So seeing it properly and in like a physical, three-dimensional form is wild. As great as a toy this is, he is not perfect though. And there's three things that do stick out to me, probably more as nitpicks, but we will address those. So it would have been nice to get a decal on the rear. I realise he doesn't have the lining there in the books, like he did in the early TV show, but a lamp iron wouldn't have done any harm, and the other Plarail Thomases have had one. Those decals in question, they also have this matte finish, which is beautiful on the decals, and I get why they've done it that way, but it clashes with the glossy finish, which, as you can see in this turnaround, makes the colour difference all the more obvious. If you get the lighting just right, it hides fairly well, but yeah, when the light is harsh on the toy, it really makes that contrast. I wouldn't have minded the plastic being finished in matte just for the sake of this release. They went out of their way to give Thomas a unique blue for this toy, so it could have been possible. And the last thing, now I don't know if this is my eyes playing tricks, or if it's actually the case for all of these particular Thomases, but the smoke box seems to sit lower or at an angle to the rest of the boiler. I have seen people comment on the lack of detailing, such as the lamp irons. By Plarail standards, yeah, that's a bit of a miss, but having grown up with the UK toy line, they never even bothered to paint the footplate in white anyway. So those details not being painted out is nothing new to me and doesn't bother me in the slightest. It's an adjustment that can be made if you really wanted it done, but I'm probably not going to bother. I'd like to keep this toy as is. This Thomas really gives off that illustration brought to life vibe, and I love him to bits. Next we have Annie, and well, also Clarabel by extension. Not much to be said for them individually, but in Annie's case, her sticker doesn't seem to be completely flush with the body. I don't think it's actually going to peel off at any point, but there's just this little bit that sort of curves up and creates a shadow. I would love to see a rake of these Annies get their own release, because that would be such a good coach to have a few of, since they can just be normal mainline coaches as far as the Railway series is concerned. Obviously, that's not happening. This is a one-off Railway series style release. If it did become a line of toys they wanted to do though, I'd absolutely love it if they did this. And for the sake of showing everyone off, here's Clarabel. The gloss to matte difference isn't as obvious on the coaches, since the sticker covers almost the entire front face. So the stickers do look better on the coaches than they do Thomas. Having the footsteps actually detailed out is a lovely touch as well. I don't think any of the other Tomy, Plarail, Annie and Clarabels have done this. For Annie and Clarabel, I'd have kinda liked them to use a longer coach body. The Stroudley coaches, at least in this form, aren't really a Railway Series Annie and Clarabel, they're just the TV ones in Railway Series colours. That express coach body might have been a better fit, or even the longer Clarabel model from the Steam Along Thomas pack. That's got a bit of extra length, so that would have looked nice. I totally get why they used the stock standard Annie and Clarabel though. They do look brilliant, especially next to the Thomas. If I was to give this Thomas set a rating, out of 10 I'd say I'd give it a 9. Just those few nitpicks, focusing only on the ones where they're actually a fair criticism, particularly with Thomas himself, that hold this back from being the perfect toy. Is it worth getting though? Well, of course it is. You do not need me to tell you that. This is worth getting. This free pack has given me such a wave of nostalgia. It's so nice to be excited about Thomas merch after all these years. Anyway, that was Plarail's 80th anniversary Thomas. Thank you for watching, and before you go, here's a little teaser of what's coming soon.
Come along, come along.
All right,